Ready to go?
Well, I'm ready.
Fantastic. Okay, let's go.
The man in motion himself, Rick Hansen, was once again traveling the streets of his hometown of Williams Lake, 25 years after completing his world tour.
It's a tremendous honor to be back in my hometown and see the kind of response that we've had here.
His anniversary relay across Canada made a stop in the Lake City. Medal bearer Valerie Biffert says even though she was one of many, Hansen made her feel like one of a kind.
His ability to focus on the person that he's speaking to directly and make them feel important.
Fans lined the streets to see him, among them his niece, Alexis Moore.
It's really exciting since he completed the tour shortly before I was born, so now that I'm almost 25, I can be a part of this. He always makes time for everyone. He's just so positive and he's so inspiring.
Hansen and the final medal bearer Bruce McLeod entered a packed arena to cheers and applause, taking the stage to thank his supporters and pay homage to the place where he got his start.
And you know, all those years on the road, there were some tough times where I felt like quitting, but I knew that I couldn't quit. I couldn't give up on my hometown. I couldn't give up on the dream. And when I got back through to Williams Lake, I was so moved by the incredible response of this community.
Hansen talked about the future of the Rick Hansen Foundation, one that focuses on empowering youth to further push for accessibility in their communities, from man in motion to many in motion.
We're going to create a global community of difference makers to raise funds, hundreds of millions of dollars, and create programs that continue to make change on a more accessible and inclusive world, helping to find a cure for spinal cord injury and encouraging youth to think about how they can make the world healthier and more inclusive for all.
World-class fingerstyle guitarist Don Alder performed for the crowd. A longtime friend of Hansen's, he says he himself has been inspired by his friend's message.
You know, what's so amazing for me is to witness some of Rick's statements actually come to reality, especially with a guy like myself. You know, I can't read or write music. I would be the last guy to actually go on to win all these amazing competitions that I've been getting, and it's really through a guy like him and just kind of giving you that wisdom that anything's possible if you try, right?
And people in Williams Lake will have a constant reminder that anything is possible as a new monument commemorating Hansen's journey was unveiled. With copper highlighting his Man in Motion tour route, the monument will serve as inspiration, not only for Hansen himself, but for the community that supports him.
And it's also a symbol of Williams Lake's continuing commitment to being on the journey with me, that long journey.
I think Rick's example of pushing forward on the importance of accessibility and inclusiveness, as well as raising money for spinal cord research, really shows us as individuals and as a community the importance of how one person can really make a difference and to never give up.
This is our son Adam.
Wow.
Elizabeth Cornett brought a picture of her son with Hansen 25 years ago. She says he's served as an inspiration to her son to pursue his dreams.
It's terribly exciting. We're just really looking forward to that moment to speak to Rick and tell him that our son has now also become a kinesiologist, so that Rick had been an inspiration to him all down the years.
And what I see is everywhere I go on this 25th anniversary is local difference makers who have really stepped up to encourage and to make a contribution to their communities.
Difference makers like Councillor Surinder Paul Rather, who spearheaded the fundraising campaign for the monument, garnering over $68,000 in community donations.
So many people, they make us feel proud. And why the city of William Lake community, the citizens like you and me, why shouldn't we stand behind them when they stood in front of us?
With countless autographs signed, his tour through Williams Lake is over. But for the community, his spirit will remain year-round, forever etched for all to see. If you'd like to see where the relay is headed next, visit www.rickhansenrelay.com. In Williams Lake, I'm Sam Numson for Shaw TV.